the wajibat of Salah. Because the Ahnaf have very few rukun, you would expect them to have a lot of wajibat. Yeah? Some books differ from other, but we will have, in this lesson we will cover, which I think is agreed with a lot of scholars, is 18 wajibat. Let me list them down first, and then I will go through them again, adding my whatever I want to add on each one of them, yeah, if I want to. The number one, I want to go through quick, otherwise will be too long. Okay, anyone, the moment you become too far behind, just raise your hand. Be happy to stop. So 18 wajibat are listed as follows. To say the word Allahu Akbar to start the salah is wajib. Look, difference between raising your hands, that's tahreem, and part of that Allahu Akbar, that is wajib. What does it mean? Why is it so important? I wanted to list and I'll start talking about it. But I'll just say this one. I'll list the rest. If someone say Allahul Akbar, or someone say Allahu Kabir, we will say Salah is fine. If he said accidentally Allahul Akbar. But that was wajib. And yeah. But if he didn't do tahrima, we will say Salah is. But this is Hanafi madhab. We will discuss that inshallah later for other madhab. Okay. So number one, the saying of the word Allahu Akbar. Because we know Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Tahreem wa takbir wa tahleel wa taslim. Okay. Number two, the wajib is, number two is the recitation of Al-Fatiha. And you will find in other madhahib that this will be from the fard. Number three, recitation of a surah after Fatiha or some Quran. Number four, in 3 or 4 rakat salah, in fard salah, the surah is only wajib in the first 2 rakats, for fard only, okay? I'll put that as number 4. Number 5, to read Fatiha before the surah. So it's also wajib of Fatiha first, taqdeemul Fatiha on the qira'ah of surah. I say surah can be Quran, can be ayats, can be an ayah, okay? Number 6, when you are in sajda, to put your forehead and nose both on the ground. That's wajib for them. To put forehead and, so to put the forehead and nose both on the ground for in sajda. Now they say if someone just put the nose, not the forehead, that's not acceptable. But if someone just put the forehead and not the nose, that would be acceptable. That will, yeah. Number 7, Salah is done in its order. It's wajib. Number 8, Al-Itmi'nan. Okay? Staying in the position. Every position, staying there until you are not moving and still. So when you go to ruku, you stay in the ruku and for a little while that you are in that position, not like moving. You can't go ruku up, down without actually stopping and having a break. That's called al-itmi'nan.
Sorry, how do you say that in Arabic?
Al-itmi'nan. Alif, the lam, hamza, ta, mim, then hamza, noon, alif, noon. Number 9, the first tashahud when you're praying 3 or 4 rakats is, we said the last one is rukun, wajib, yeah? Sorry, fard. The first one, if you are praying 3 or 4 rakats, the first tashahhud is wajib, not rukun, not fard. Meaning the sitting. So number 9 is the sitting for the first tashahhud. Sorry, yeah? It's the sitting for the sitting pass is wajib. When you're reading 3 or 4 rakats, the sitting part of sitting in the tashahhud is wajib. Number 10, the reading of at-tahiyyat. The reading of at-tahiyyat in the first sitting in the salah, which has 3 or 4 rakats. Meaning you have 2 sittings in the salah. The first sitting is wajib, and number 10 is the reading the at-tahiyyat is also wajib. Yeah. What was the last rukun out of 6? Huh?
The final sitting.
The sitting, yeah. Now, number 11 of wajib is to read the tashahhud in the last sitting. The sitting itself is fard. To read the tashahhud is wajib. Meaning if you didn't do the sitting, your salah won't be done. But if you sat down and you forgot to read tashahhud, you can do sajda sahu. But the other, the Ahnaf, one of their books, a very famous book, it says, I'm sure it's Hidayah, it says that as long as you sit or read, it's equal. Okay, they say it's not, I don't think they even, one of the views says it's wajib, the other view doesn't say, okay. Because Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, if you sat down, you read it, qara'taha or fa'alta or qara'taha, fa'alta hadha, I completely forgot the words. So I don't want to guess the words. But the reason they give, if you did that or you read that along these lines, then your salah, tammat salatuk, your salah is complete. By others they say that the reading of is wajib. Some ulama of Ahnaf, they say as long as you sat down in the last one, qadr al-tashahhud, for long enough time in which the tashahhud can be read, your salah is done, you can do salam. Yeah, that's one of the view. So did you get number 11, the reading of the tashahhud? We will just say the reading of it. Yeah? Yeah.
So no sitting.
The sitting is fard.
In the first one.
We're talking the last one. The last sitting. The sitting is fard. The reading of it, is a wajib or not, is disputed. But we will say for this class sake that we consider a wajib, but make a note that not every ulama, not all ulama of Ahnaf, they agree on that. In some view. But inshallah we'll pick this up later. If Allah gives me the opportunity, we'll get there. Okay. Number 12. When you're praying 3 or 4 rakat salah, after completing the first tashahhud, to get up for third rakah without a break. Meaning you finish your tashahhud, you don't just sit there. Because that delaying, you can't delay actions of salah. Okay? So that delaying is not allowed. So you must, when you have done your tashahhud, you do not delay, you get up straight away. So that's also wajib. So getting up for third rakat after tashahhud without a break. Yeah? Yeah? You are with us?
Yeah.
You with us or against us? Don't be shy to stop me if I'm going fast. Or if I'm going too slow, let me know. Number 13. When you end the salah, the word as-salamu at the end of salah is wajib. Okay? Alaykum is not wajib. It doesn't mean you don't say it. It means if someone left out alaykum intentionally, his salah would be okay. It won't be the right way of doing it, but the salam bit is wajib. Okay? As-salamu. So meaning, when you say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, as long as you've done the Assalamu bit, your Salah is done. The Wajib on you is done. Because the hadith, they said, the starting of Salah is Tahreem. Tahreem wa takbiru, tahleel wa taslimu. So, taslim, Nabi Sallallahu said, the coming out of Salah is Salam. So, As-Salamu is enough, that bit is done. Yeah? It doesn't mean you don't read Alaikum. Okay? If someone says Assalamu alaikum wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, Salah is done. Okay. The third, the word As-Salamu is wajib in the madhab. Okay. Number 14. It is wajib for Imam to read jahran, loud. Yeah. In the first 2 rakats of, or if it only has 2 rakats, the first 2 rakats of Fajr, Maghrib, Isha, Jumu'ah, Eidain, the 2 Eids, Taraweeh, and Witr in Ramadan. Everyone got that? Fajr, Maghrib, Isha, Jumu'ah, Eidain, the 2 Eids, Taraweeh and Witr in Ramadan. This is for Jama'ah when Imam is leading. The Munfarid, someone alone has a choice. He can read loud, he can read sirri, like not loud, normal. Yeah. Number 15 is Imam should read quietly the last 2 rakats of Isha, the whole Dhuhr, Asr, and the last 1 rakah of Maghrib. Imam should not read loudly, quietly. Okay. So, Imam and Munfarid, whether you are together or you are alone, if you are doing nafil together or alone in the daytime, you will do it quietly. The qira'ah will be quietly. Okay? So that's answer to your first question as well. Not night time. In night you can read loudly.
Is that part of number 15?
Yeah, you can put it number 15. Number 16. It is wajib in witr to do qunut. Okay? Wajib in witr to do qunut. Meaning if someone forgetfully leaves it, then he can do sajda sahu. If he intentionally leaves it, his witr is not done. Number 17. Ahnaf, they do 3 extra takbirat in the first rak'ah of Eid and the second rak'ah of Eid. Where the other madhab, they do more. You hear, like, in England, sometimes 5, 7, 11 takbirat. The Ahnaf, they do 3 in the first and 3 in the second. They say 3 are wajib in both rak'ahs for both Eids. Yeah? Eid Salah, 3 extra takbirs in each rak'ah. Number 18. In congregational prayer, when Imam is reading loud, so basically talking about number 14. So, in congregational prayer, when Imam is reading loudly, then it is wajib to be quiet and listen to the Imam. Done? 18? We done?